Thor Love and Thunder is so whack. Now here's the thing. I was actually kind of looking forward to this movie. Not in the same way as like Spider-Man No Way Home or The Batman, where I was fanatic about the release of this movie. I was just kind of more casual, like, okay, I'll see this new Thor movie when it comes out. Because I actually really liked Thor Ragnarok. I thought it was a good change of pace from the incredibly dull and lifeless prior movies that I don't really care for. So I was pretty excited for Thor Love and Thunder, and it really disappointed me because there's no stakes at all. It's mostly entirely a comedic hilarity ride, which is fine, but you kind of have to have stakes in a movie, or else there's no reason for me to keep watching. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that this was the worst movie I've ever seen, because that would just be blatantly not true. There was a good amount of things I really liked about this movie, like the cinematography was pretty pleasing to the eye. I really liked the black and white sequence, where everything was black and white, but when the light would shine on a character, you would see color. I like that. And the soundtrack was pretty cool, but to me is a bit too reminiscent of Guardians of the Galaxy and other things like that, where they try and take music from the current day and put it into this sci-fi world. But it was cool. Chris Hemsworth was good as always. He's never really been bad in these movies, but he didn't really bring anything too exceptional from this movie. But Natalie Portman, I don't know if it's just me, but I've never found her interesting in any movie. I've always found her to be aggressively boring and lifeless in just about everything I've ever seen her in. The only thing she's halfway decent in my opinion, is a movie she was in when she was 10 years old. So the plot of this movie is basically Gore the God Butcher is coming in to kill a bunch of gods, and Thor has to stop it. But there's really no gravity to this, and this is sort of a problem with most superhero movies anyway, other than like Endgame or Infinity War. I know he's gonna defeat him, so there's really no gravity at all, there's no stakes. And on top of that, spoiler alert, Jane Foster dies, but I don't really care because the movie doesn't really give me a reason to care, because she's just kind of thrown into this movie. She isn't really given much to do anyway, and she's just kind of there. So when she dies, I don't care. And on top of that, she becomes Thor off screen. Are you kidding me? That was some of the lamest stuff I've ever seen. At least show me her turning into Mighty Thor. Well, in conclusion, this movie is fine. It's not terrible as much as I want to say it is. If you really want to see it, go see it. But honestly, in my opinion, there's not really a ton of things that happen in this that you need to see. So that is why I'm going to give Thor Love and Thunder a D. Sorry if you liked it.